Hey, what's up everyone? Back again in the same uniform because I'm batch recording this, but welcome to another episode of Be More Earn Moment. This time we're talking about pricing for video and rolling things into the costs for your pricing. Now, maybe this is not for you as a beginner, but maybe you have gotten to the point now with your video and your live stream that you are really proficient and people are wanting some help from you. That is great, congratulations. But because you're a novice at this, you don't know how to price or what to do, right? So let's talk about this. Pricing your services right, why that's important. It is important, and not just for video, that's for anything, but I'm talking about video and live streaming here. Here's the thing, it's not just about you. When you price your services so far below what the standard is because you're just trying to get business, you also mess it up for everybody else in the video industry, because then clients come along and think, well, they charged me $2 per hour for drone. Is that not what it costs? No, that's not what it costs. And because you came in to the industry and undercharged, it messes it up for everyone. So think about the fact that it's not just about you. You are in an industry that depends on us pricing fairly and accurately for everyone to benefit. So as much as you would like it just to be about you, it cannot be, my dear. It is about all of us. So that's one thing. Make sure that you are pricing it right. And when I say pricing it right, also consider the time that you spend on different things. Travel obviously is a big one. Putting together, think about your post-production, the things that you have to put together to make that production run. Even if you are just consulting, think about your time. Now, I can't tell you whether to charge per hour, whether to do it as a package deal. I can't tell you what's exactly right for how you do that when you're working with people, but you have to factor in all the other things that are time. Factor in the fact that you probably will be spending more time than you anticipate. Factor in the fact that they're probably going to ask you for some extra things or to do some extra things. If you already make that part of what you're thinking, then you don't have to worry about when you come up on it, that being a thing. So you can choose to price things when it comes to video, producing videos, that types of things. You can charge based on a chart. You can have a base price and then add on from there. I'll tell you this, though, it's also up to you whether or not you want to disclose what all is involved and how much each thing costs. But I'll tell you this, and I've seen it happen, that there are some people who like to be slick. And if you give a breakdown or you're asked for a breakdown, they will turn around and say, oh, well, we don't need that. You could take it off. I'm sorry, my dear, whether you want it or not, that charge is staying. So don't give people an opportunity to nickel and dime you. Can you tell that's one thing I can't stand? I don't like being nickeled and dimed. I don't like it for the people in the arts or for any industry. So the thing is, when people come to you and they say, oh, I just need, which is another thing, I just need a little bit, or it's just this much. Oh, then you can do it. You could say to them, oh, then you can do it. And they can't, which is why they came to another person for help, to a professional for help. So it's not something that they could do on their own, otherwise they would not ask for help. Don't let people nickel and dime you. By the same terms, make sure that you are fair. And by fair, I can't tell you what is fair. Fair in terms of the amount of time, the amount of knowledge, etc., that you have to share. I'll tell you this right now. You all know I have a PhD. You're getting PhD level quality if you hire me. So that's something that you have to think about. Factor all that in. Is there training that you got in order to get you to this point, right? Are there special experiences and things and conferences that you've attended that helped you to get to this point? Factor all of that in. Okay, so while I can't tell you exactly what to charge, keep in mind that it's not just about you, it's about the industry. Keep in mind the effort that you expend for post, during, and after. Well, pre, during, and post. I think I said post before, but I meant pre. Pre-production, during the production, and post-production. Make sure you consider all of that and consider any training that you have, because that should be factored into your wealth of knowledge. When people get me, they're getting a PhD, and I know that. So you think the same way when it comes to your training. That is it. I want you to price things fairly and be aware of pricing. And one other thing, there are some industry standards that you can go and look up when you go to the internet in terms of what are people roundabout charging, and then you can kind of go from there in terms of what you think your services are worth. All right, well, happy pricing, happy shooting, happy live streaming, and I will see you on the other side. Cheers.